The thing is that Cameron doesn't have a voice, and I am his voice. And there was something that was said today, and it was a lie. And it was about a picture, and they twisted it so bad and made it like and that's not even just...
Okay, lots to unpack with this live. First and foremost, you're right. Cameron doesn't have a voice, and you are supposed to be his voice. You are also supposed to be his protector. But yet, you don't do that. You're claiming that this picture was put out there and it's all lies and we twist everything and make things up. No, let's move on and see what else you say.
Yeah, Shelly, that's exactly what happened. And she was my coworker, and I was friends with her before she was my mod.
Okay. So now you say that this person was your friend and she was your coworker before she was your mod. Remember this, people. Remember that she said this. It's very important.
Asking for advice. I was a first-time mom. And I said, hey, can I send it? It's not like she was just a random person on this app. It was a friend of a friend. I worked with her, and she was a mom too. And I was just looking for it, some help. But I'm not going to say any more because at this point it just didn't fucking matter what I say, what I do. It's just they twisted. It's so stupid.
So now she's a friend of a friend. Okay. Anyway, and you state that you sent this picture because you were just looking for friendly advice from one mom to another. You sent a picture of your son's private parts without a diaper on. And you don't see a problem with that. And you didn't just show it to her, that's bad enough in my eyes. None of my friends have ever seen my children's private parts. Ever. They didn't change their diapers, nothing. But I definitely sure as hell would never send them a picture of it because now they have that picture in their pocket, in their possession. Why would you send this picture? You say you were just looking for advice. Advice on what? Well, let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, but it is a lie. And they didn't tell the whole story. That's what these people do. They don't tell the whole fucking story. They only tell what they want to tell. And then they twist it and make the other person just look like a monster. Literally, just look like a fucking monster and the worst person on this fucking planet.
First off, I can't speak for others. But in my eyes, I absolutely don't think that you're the worst person on the face of the earth. Do I think you're a bad person? Wholeheartedly. You say we twist it. We twist it to fit our narratives. We make you look like the most horrible person on this earth. No, you do that to yourself. You're the one that gets on live. We don't force you to. You get on live and you record everything. I mean, hell, Gabi, I know more about your life than I know about some of my freaking friends I've known for 30 years. Hell, I watched a live where your sister helped give you a bath. That's ludicrous.
Did you come open the door?
No.
A little bit ago? Huh?
No, Aaron.
I was sitting there talking with neighbors. I heard a door open or something.
Now that last clip, the reason I added that in there is it's funny. All in the same live, which I didn't record. I didn't add in the part where In the very beginning of this live, she actually opens the bedroom door and says to Aaron, I'm going to bed. So then when he comes out and says this, did you open the bedroom door? And she says, no, Aaron, I didn't. Gabi, you can't remember 10 minutes ago that you opened the bedroom door? And we make things up, and we make you look like a bad person, that you're crazy. No, sweetheart, we don't. You do it to yourself when you do crap like this.
Yeah.
No, I didn't go out.
Yeah, he went out.
Took the garbage out,
He
and
went
then I was
out.
talking to the neighbors.
He went out and he met a girl.
Her name's Gabrielle. She's so hot.
Right, okay.
I don't know who she is. I met her at a bar. She got blonde hair.
I had to add this in because it was part of the live, but Aaron, why? Why lie to her? You're telling her she's the most beautiful girl and you met her at a bar and she's got blonde hair, but you left out how she doesn't shower, she doesn't brush her teeth regularly, she films her entire life, she ignores her son. Yeah. What about all those women that you chased after? Because I just saw on Reddit, oh boy, did I see a lot of evidence of you commenting to younger girls about things you would do to their kitty cats. So it's interesting that you met her at a bar. But why lie to her? You're leaving out a lot of stuff about what she's really like and who she really is. Just say.
It's very scary. It feels like they're a cult. Like that's what these people remind me of, like a fucking cult.
They're just a bunch of lames and nobodies. They can't even show their face.
Wait a minute. So we're a cult. Interesting. It's funny because you're on live, you're on TikTok and on live all the time. But I'm hardly ever on this app until at night. And the reason that I do what I do is because I'm tired of seeing beggars and scammers and liars and cheaters like you get away with it. And so I, like many others, are trying to take you down off this app because what you're doing is wrong. But this video really isn't about the lying and the scamming and all that. This is really about your son. But Aaron, you shouldn't be saying that stuff about us because I know my past is pretty dang clean. Is yours? Because I'm starting to learn a lot about you too.
You're right. I have been hurt by a lot of mods. Why do
She wasn't even a mod, so.
But you got that right.
She was never a mod.
Yup.
Again, she was never a mod. So Gabi, was she or wasn't she a mod? Was she your friend or was she a friend of a friend? Keep listening, folks.
What?
I don't even know, Aaron. I don't even know. Just tell her, just be on, I don't know. Be honest.
Tell who? Just be honest. Could it be the CPS worker? Is that why you're looking so frazzled and so in distress? Something clearly was bothering you during that live. And then you said that CPS was coming or it came. It's all making sense now. And yes, you should be very honest with them because Cat's already out of the bag. They know about the photo. So if you try to lie and hide it, that's not going to go over too well with them. Just some motherly advice.
Listen, I was a first-time mom. It wasn't fucking something that I just did because I did. I was asking for advice. A mother to a mother. That's what I did. And if you take it and you use it and you twist it for whatever, God knows what, that's sick in your fucking head. The truth is, I was a first-time mom and I wanted some friends and I wanted some help. Okay? That's it.
We didn't know that about that person until after the fact.
His doctor was not open. I was basically asking them if it was okay, a mom to a mom.
Why are you bringing up shit from like 3 years ago?
Okay, I had no friends, no family, no nothing. Okay, I was lost, okay?
In this clip, you say, look, I was just looking for some friends. I thought she was your friend. Or a friend of a friend. Or a mod. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. You lie so much. But we're the ones that twist things. Anyway, you were just looking for some advice about a diaper rash. And so you figured you'd call her, and the doctor's office was closed. What I find hilarious is the comments in the chat. But, why didn't you call his doctor? Oh, you said he was closed, or she was closed. Why didn't you do what I do if I need advice or I need to find something out? I will Google it. And if I don't find the answer that I'm looking for, I wait until I speak to his doctor. But regardless, why didn't you just call this person and ask this person, hey, does this sound like a diaper rash? No, you instead sent her a picture of your son's private parts. You realize that's child porn, right? And that's distributing child porn? That's a felony. Did you know that? I don't think you did, but I think you do now.
Then the internet's forever. Oh well.
Like they said, the internet's forever. You sent your son's photo out to someone who it's unclear whether you knew that her boyfriend or husband was a pedo, because that's the issue here. The person you sent the photo to is a pedo. And that's why CPS is involved. So you should be worried. But anyway, somebody asks you, hey, the internet's forever. You know, I mean, putting your son's info out there. And somebody asks you something like, do you care, or something like that? And you say no. And then you say this, which shocked me.
Well, then he sees it. What do you want me to do about it? I didn't put that out there.
And we didn't know that to begin. We didn't know that.
And I didn't know that. Exactly.
We didn't know that until after the fact.
So be it. Really? When someone says, hey, what if Cam sees this in the future? The internet's forever, you know? You say, well, so be it. There's no sweat off my back. And then, of course, you get all defensive, which I was going to include, but this video is going to be long enough. You get all defensive and you say, look, I was just asking mom to a mom about a diaper rash. No, Gabi, you weren't asking. You showed her, you sent her a picture of your son's private parts. Why you would do that, I don't even know. I'm blown away by that. You didn't even really know this person. You said you knew her for a year. Mother of the year right here. So be it.
Well, then he sees it. What do you want me to do about it? I didn't put that out there.
And we didn't know that to begin. We didn't know that.
And I didn't know that. Exactly.
We didn't know that until after the fact.
Well, if your son sees all of this stuff, then he sees it. And you didn't put this out there to begin with? What? How did they get the photo then? How did any of this get out into the internet? How does anybody know that CPS is coming to your home? Unless someone is legitimately outside your door or lives in your home and is giving out the information, there's no way that myself or anyone else on this app would know what's going on in your life unless you came on and told us. But I can't believe that you don't care that your son is going to grow up and possibly see all of this horrible shit you have put out into this, as well as what you put out about him. I mean, there's some awful things you've said about him. And you don't care. Let CPS know that one. Well, if your son sees the legitimate question, you said, what do you want me to do about it? I can tell you a few things you could do. Stay the fuck off the internet. Stay off TikTok. If you come on TikTok, make dancing videos. If you want to go live when you're actually doing something worth watching. You don't need to be walking around with your phone on your hip 24/7, recording right down to when you take a shit. That's what you could do. You record everything. I've known about every single ER visit you've had in the last year and a half since I started following you. Not following you, but watching your story. That's crazy. Can you tell the last time I've been to the ER? No, because when I go to the ER, TikTok is the last thing I think about. If you're truly in pain, you don't go on TikTok. It's all an act. It's all a shit show of yours. But back to why I made this video. Just my thoughts, and then we'll end it. You will never make me believe that you are a good mother. From the things that you've said about your son, saying that you think he's going to grow up to be a serial killer. Who says that about their 3-year-old child? Who says that they wish they had time away from him? Be careful what you wish for. Just saying. Who acts the way that you do? Talking about seg life on the internet for the whole world to see, and you know people are screen recording it, so you know that the potential of your son is to see it later on in life. It's out there. And show me a child that wants to hear about their parents' seg life. I won't find one. You see, CPS has been in your life a lot. You know how many times I've had CPS in my life? One time. One time. You know why? My son's autistic. He's actually truly diagnosed autistic. Unlike him, who's not autistic, by the way. You need to go back and reread that paper that you sent out there. But my son got out and got into the road. And yeah, it was really bad. Really bad. Was it our fault? I mean, kind of. We should have been watching him a little bit more. But I was in the shower and he got out. And we didn't have door locks on the door. This was before we even knew he was autistic. And so the police came because somebody stopped and picked him up. The police came, and of course CPS had to come out. Once they came out, they saw that we had a beautiful home, we were loving parents, and it was just a mistake, a bad mistake, one that I never wanted to repeat again. But see, my point is, you would never have known about that had I not just told you. Because I don't film my entire life. Why would you want to? You wonder why you get so much hate on this app? You say, why do people hate me and think I'm this god-awful person? Go back and watch some of the videos. Go to Reddit. I challenge you, go to Reddit and go to the Scissor Sisters. Look at the videos and the stuff that people post about you and your sister. Really, truly look. Take a deep, dark look at yourself and what you put out there. No one else does. You don't have a gun to your head. And then you wonder why we have the view of you that we do. But with this, you really do need to be worried, because it's not just even about you losing Cam to the state. This is more serious than that. You could do some time, because that's a felony. Why you would ever send your child's private parts is beyond me. And you know what? You start in the very beginning of this video, you stated that you were Cam's voice. Yeah, you're right. You should be his voice. So you shouldn't take away his right to not be on this app, or to be talked about, or to be shown on this app. Because he doesn't have a right to say, hey, I don't want to be. Do better. I know you won't, but do better. But in the meantime, I'll be watching. And I'll be calling you out on every bullshit I see. Toodles.